So, good afternoon, students. So, we had a discussion on comparable, and we concluded that this comparable will actually disturb the class. And in this scenario, we have sorted based on roll number. If you want to sort based on name, then you have to change this, which is not so efficient, right? Now, for that, the alternative for the comparable is comparator. So, first, let me create the class comparator, hide this, same thing, say class student, int roll number, and string name, student, int roll number and string name, say this dot roll number equal to roll number, because you guys have to show the difference between the instance and the local, equal to name. So through this constructor, we'll be able to assign the values to roll number and student. And after that, have the to string. So in this to string, basically, we'll we will print the values that we have taken for a particular student. So print the roll number, likewise print the name. Okay, once this is done, go back to the main here. Here, array list, have the student in the array list. So lst equal to new array list. So this is the constructor. So once you have added, take the responsibility of adding the package. Once you're done with that, now start adding the students. List dot add of new student of, what's the roll number? 97. What's your name? Next, lst dot add of new student of, what's the number? So whatever, what's your name? Salman. So lst dot add of new student of, say 56. Last, what's your name? Next, lst dot, you're actually understanding like how I'm creating the instances and passing the values, right? And then what's your name? What is that? Yes, yum. This one, huh? Okay. So we have added, and let us print to just see whatever we have typed, we are getting it or not. So see here, student, we have already declared, right? So now it is saying it's already defined. So wherever you have, you just change it. What is the problem here? Student is already defined in the previous example. Wherever you have the student, you have to change it. So save it. Once you try to run it. Okay, now just see that it is coming in a separate line. Slash. Okay, fine. 97, 4, 56, and 46. Now here also collections dot sort. Okay, collections dot sort of LST. Okay, and you need to tell, once you say collections dot sort of LST, you need to tell on what basis you have to sort. You want sorting, name or roll number. I told you that comparator will not disturb the class, and it uses compare. Okay, now that means this is something like you should not write inside the class. Can we directly write compare method outside this class? What Java tells us, whatever you want, you just write inside the class. Now, I'll say name comparator. I'm just writing outside the class, right? Implements, implements, okay, implements comparator. Once I say comparator, now see here, once we added comparable, we have added just like that, implements comparable, right? But once we are adding comparator, it is asking us to add the package. What is that? Java.util. Once I have added that comparator here, now name comparator is suggesting us two things. What is that it is suggesting? Add the unimplemented methods, make type name comparator as abstract. So we are not interested in making our class as abstract. So let us try to add the unimplemented methods. Once we say add, it has added compare. So comparator, compare, comparable, compare to. Okay. Now see students. Now here, see how I am writing. So O1 dot. So comparator student once again let us try to add it. Let me save, add unimplemented methods. So what is that I want is, since we have not written the student here, the parameters previously that we got is object and object, right? Now once we have mentioned that this comparator actually that we are doing is on the student, we got the parameter student and student. Okay, this thing you need to take care. So came to know that this you should not forget. both for comparable and then comparator. So now here say O1 dot say name again dot compare to of O2 dot name, right? So this is the thing that you have to write in comparable also. Previously we have sorted what? Roll number. If you want to sort based on name, this is how you have to write. Same line. O1 dot name dot compare to dot O2 dot name. Okay. Now once you save it and here and after adding here previously like collections dot sort, let us come back here to 41. Now here it is saying something, right? Now how many classes are there in this program, students? How many classes are there? There is a student class, there is a name comparator class, there is a array list class, right? You are creating the instance for what? Array list you are creating, student also you are creating. What about this name comparator? Once you create the instance for this class, then only you will be able to call this compare method. Are you understanding? Right? Now where is that you create? You actually call here. You create here name comparator. So once you have that, students, for comparator, once you are using this particular sort takes two parameters. One is the list that you want to sort and instances for the name comparator. If it is for comparable, just give list, right? Now Akshita, Arshad, Salman and Smira. I think all these names are in order, right? Suppose if you want to sort with roll number, so what is that you do? You just write a separate class. That's it. So what is happening here, students? Suppose they have given a responsibility to you to write a student class, right? You will write the student class, then your job is done, right? There will be some other developer who will be given a task to sort based on name, some other developer to sort based on roll number, some other developer to sort based on CGPA. Okay, so what is happening here? The original class that you have written here is not getting disturbed. It will be there like that. In this case, you can write this class and save it somewhere, right? And you can just import that from here. That class will be safe, right? But for comparable, you need to see that that particular logic is written inside the class. And every time you are going to sort based on only one criteria. For comparator, what is that you want? You want based on name, write a class. Don't disturb the class. You want based on roll number, then you write a class. You want based on CGPA, you write a class. Are you understanding? Depending upon that, here we are going to pass the object, name comparator, roll number comparator, or CGPA comparator, whatever it is. Right? So that is the advantage, students. So if the class is getting disturbed, if it is still okay, right? If the class is getting disturbed, then go for comparable. And if there is only one criteria, right? Go for comparable, right? And your class should not be disturbed, and there are several criteria that those guys might ask. Several criteria. If that is the case, then go for comparator. Okay, and you need to observe that this particular compare is actually taking the help of compare to, right? This compare to is string compare to. That's what you need to understand. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.